I received an anonymous call telling me about all the intimate relationships my wife had been hiding. After investigating, I realized that it was one of her lovers who was outraged by the fact that he was not the only one she had. Be me, 33-year-old Thomas living in Miami, working as financial analyst at major corporation, making $120K a year, living comfortable life. Married to Olivia for 6 years, thought everything was perfect. Until that night changed everything? Was watching late night shows before bed. Usually helps me fall asleep. Phone lights up at 10:47 p.m. on a Thursday. Unknown number. Heart starts racing immediately. Something feels off. Check the time again. Olivia's still not in bed. Mind already restless. Pick up the call. Try to keep voice low. Don't want to wake the neighbors. Line crackles for a moment. Deep male voice comes through. Is this Thomas? Who's asking? My voice gets sharp instantly. Listen, I don't want to start anything. But you need to know something about your wife. Feel my stomach drop to my feet. No small talk. No introduction. Just drops this bomb on me. Who the hell is this? Sitting up now. Heart pounding so hard it hurts. I'm Kevin, he says. Voice steady and cold. Think you've heard of me? Flashback to last week. Olivia snatching her phone away. Her nervous laugh when I asked about work. Name hits like a freight train. What are you talking about? Try to keep voice steady, failing miserably. She's been seeing me, Kevin says flatly. For a few months now. Didn't realize she was married at first. When I found out, I told her to end it. Trails off. Implications clear as day. Room starts spinning. Grip phone so tight, knuckles turn white. You're lying. Words come out weak. Pathetic. Can send you proof? Kevin replies. No hesitation in his voice. Text messages, photos, whatever you need. But before you hate me, you should know she lied to me too. Feel bile rising in throat. Can't speak, mind racing at million miles per hour, body frozen in place. I'll text you what I have, Kevin says. Brief pause. You deserve to know. Call ends. Sit there frozen in darkness. Silence in room feels deafening. Can hear my own heartbeat. Clock on wall ticking like a bomb. Phone buzzes. Series of messages start coming in. Every fiber of my being screams to throw phone across room. Want to pretend call never happened. Can't do it. Have to look. Have to know. Open the messages with trembling hands. First one is a screenshot. Conversation between Olivia and Kevin. Her name. Her picture. It's unmistakable. Read their exchange. Olivia. I'll make something up. Olivia. He won't suspect a thing. Kevin. You sure? Olivia. Trust me. Olivia. He's clueless. Feel my heart shatter into million pieces. Each piece cutting deeper than last. Next picture hits even harder. Them together at Hotel Bar, the Crown Plaza downtown. Place I used to take her for date nights. Her hand casual on his knee. That smile on her face. Wide and carefree. Like she hasn't destroyed everything. She's wearing the blue dress. The one I bought her for our 5th anniversary last month. Cost me nearly $1,000. She said she loved it. Said it meant world to her. Want to scream. Want to break something? Want to tear world apart. Instead, just sit there, staring at evidence of betrayal. My wife isn't just lying. She's doing it with such ease, such confidence, makes me question everything. Every moment we shared, every kiss, every I love you, all feels like lies now. Hear front door open downstairs. Sound cuts through silence like knife. Olivia's home. Sound of her heels on hardwood floor. Click. 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 Each step like countdown. Snaps me out of daze. Stuff phone under pillow. Get out of bed. Legs feel like lead. Every nerve and body on high alert. Step into hallway. See her at bottom of stairs. Phone in one hand. Designer purse in other. The one I got her for Christmas. Still wearing that blue dress. Hair slightly messy. Lipstick smudged at corners. Bile rises in throat again. She looks startled seeing me. Oh, you're still awake, she says. Voice too casual. Too practiced. Starts upstairs. Brushes past me. Quick peck on cheek like nothing's wrong. Long day, I'm beat. Let's talk in morning, okay? Catch whiff of cologne. Not mine. Never smelled it before, but know exactly whose it is. Stand there, gathering strength. Olivia, say firmly. Stop. She freezes mid-step. Hand tightens on banister. Slowly turns to face me. See something flicker in her eyes. Can't read her expression. What's wrong? She asks. Voice has that practiced sweetness. The one that used to work on me. Not tonight. Pull phone from behind back. Hold it up. Screen glow illuminates her face. Want to tell me who Kevin is? Her expression changes fast. Panik. Shock. Then calm. Like she's flipping through channels. Finding the right mask to wear. Kevin? She repeats. Furrows her brow in fake confusion. Oh, come on, Thomas. Don't tell me you're snooping through my phone now. Her deflection lights fire in me. Step closer. Hold up text messages. He called me. He sent me these. Don't you dare play dumb! Watch her eyes dart to screen. See exact moment her mask cracks. But instead of shame, instead of regret, she smirks. Feels sick seeing that expression. Wow, she says. Crosses her arms. So you're taking word of some random guy over me? Classy, Thomas. My hands trembling. Keep voice steady. Cut the crap, Olivia. He didn't just tell me. He showed me the texts. The photos. You've been lying for months. How long were you planning to keep this up? She rolls her eyes, like I'm inconveniencing her, like I'm the one causing problems. Look, it's not what you think. She hesitates, searching for right words. Kevin and I, another pause, it was just a distraction. That's all. You've been so distant lately and Don't you dare blame this on me, snap back. Voice rising. Can't control anger anymore. Oh, come on, she shoots back. Tone sharp as knife. Don't act like you've been some perfect husband. You think I don't notice? How you come home and bury yourself in work? How you barely look at me anymore? Years of gaslighting hit at once. Feel chest tighten. So your solution was to sleep with someone else? It wasn't like that, she hisses, voice dripping with irritation. You're blowing this way out of proportion. Hands clench into fists. Out of proportion? You've been sneaking around behind my back, and you want to act like I'm the bad guy here? She throws up her hands, exasperated look on face. Fine, Thomas. You want the truth? Yes, I've been seeing Kevin. And guess what? At least he knows how to make me feel wanted. Her words hit like punch to gut, knock all air from lungs. Mouth goes dry as desert. Taste of bile in back of throat. Force myself to maintain eye contact. So that's it, I say. Voice barely above whisper, trembling with rage. You're not even sorry? Olivia shrugs, face cold, unfeeling, like she's discussing weather. I'm sorry you found out this way. But no, Thomas, I'm not sorry. Maybe if you'd actually paid attention to me, we wouldn't be here. Her words are venomous, meant to sting. They do, each one like needle under skin. Feel like floor is crumbling beneath me. Can't let her see me break. Unbelievable, mutter. Step back from her, voice raw with mix of rage and heartbreak. You're actually trying to justify this. I'm just being honest, she says. Tone almost smug. Something you clearly can't handle. Stare at her, million thoughts racing through mind. One stands out above rest. Can't let this end here, not like this. Without another word, turn and walk back to bedroom. Slam door behind me. She doesn't follow. Didn't expect her to. Probably texting him right now. Grab phone. Start typing message. If Olivia wants to destroy everything we built, fine, but she won't walk away unscathed. Hands shaking with anger, blood pounding in ears. Start composing message. Not planned, not calculated. Raw emotion, fueled by toxic mix, rage. Heartbreak, sick need to watch her facade crumble. Type it out in one long breath. Barely pause to think. Olivia, since you seem to think I'm clueless, let me clarify. I know everything. Kevin told me. He sent me proof. The texts. The photos. You playing dress up for your boyfriend? In same clothes I bought you. You're disgusting. You're a liar. And you've been caught. Every word feels like poison leaving system. Not done yet. Thumb hovers over keyboard. Trembling as add final blow. Also tell Kevin I hope dinner was worth it. You've ruined everything. For a guy who doesn't even respect you enough to keep quiet. Enjoy what's left of your little secret. Hit send before second thoughts come. Imagine her phone lighting up downstairs. She's probably in kitchen, pouring expensive wine. The one we saved for special occasions. Thinking she just got away with it again? No consequences. No price to pay. Not this time. Silence in house is suffocating. Pace room like caged animal. Waiting for her reaction. Counting seconds? Each one feels like eternity. Instead of outburst, hear muffled ding from her phone downstairs. Then another. And another? Olivia's heels clatter as she bolts upstairs. Phone clutched in hand. Knuckles white from gripping it. Flings bedroom door open. Force of a hurricane. Face twisted in pure fury. What the hell is this, Thomas? She spits. Shoves phone in my face. Are you out of your mind? Don't act surprised, shoot back. You knew this was coming. The second Kevin called me. She glares at me, chest rising and falling, like she's about to explode. Do you have any idea what you've just done? Oh, I have every idea. Step forward. You're mad because I exposed your little affair? Aren't you? What did you think? You'd keep playing house with me while sneaking around with him? Olivia's lips twist into sneer. Most ugly expression I've ever seen on her. You think sending some petty message makes you the victim here? Grow up, Thomas. You're pathetic. Her venom stuns me for a moment, but refuse to let her control narrative. Pathetic? Pathetic is lying to your husband's face for months. Pathetic is dragging your marriage through mud for some cheap thrill. With guy who doesn't even care enough to cover your tracks, voice getting louder with each word, her eyes narrow. For first time, see real panic flicker across face. What did you say to him? Why afraid he won't want to make you feel wanted anymore? Snap back words like whip. Don't worry, I didn't need to tell him much. He seems to already know what kind of person you are. Olivia's jaw tightens, doesn't answer, instead starts furiously texting, fingers moving at lightning speed. Almost comical if wasn't so pathetic. Trying to do damage control? Ask. Lean against doorframe. Let me guess. You're telling him you're crazy. That I hacked your phone? What's the lie this time, Olivia? She throws phone onto bed, whirls on me like angry cat. You've made this worse for both of you. Yes, Thomas, you think Kevin's the problem? Fine, he's gone. Happy now? Way she says it, so cold, so transactional, sends shiver down spine. Like watching stranger wear wife's face? It's not about Kevin, say him. Voice cracking despite best efforts. It's about you. About how easily you threw everything away. And can't even pretend to care. Care? She barks. Throws up hands in frustration. Why should I care? When all you do is make me feel invisible. That's your excuse? Shout back. Voice echoing off walls. Neighbors probably hear everything. I work my ass off for this family. I gave you everything. Yeah, well, maybe you should have given me more than a paycheck. She snaps back, voice cold as ice. You stopped seeing me as anything but your wife years ago, Thomas. So don't act so high and mighty now. Stand there stunned, like being hit by truck. For all her deflections, for all her venom. First time she's admitted it. She doesn't see me as husband anymore. I'm not person to her, just obstacle in her way. Years together mean nothing. She grabs phone again. Storms out of room. Slams door hard enough to shake walls. This time don't chase her. Let her go. Sound of her heels fading down hall. Heart racing like marathon runner. Mind spinning faster than carousel. Thought confrontation would make me feel better. Like I'd finally gained upper hand. All it left me with was empty ache in chest. Woman I thought I knew is gone. Replaced by someone I can't recognize. Have no idea what comes next. Feel lost in my own home. Don't sleep that night. House feels suffocating. Each room filled with tension. So thick feels alive. Olivia retreats to guest room. Slams that door too. Rattles walls again. Whole house seems to shake with her anger. Not about to give her satisfaction of checking on her. Stay in our bedroom. Can't think of it as ours anymore. Phone in hand. Scroll through messages Kevin sent earlier. Study every word? Every timestamp? Try to piece together timeline of her betrayal. One text stands out from rest. Gnaws at me like splinter under skin. Kevin. She told me you two barely talk anymore. That you're more like roommates than anything else. Words burn like acid. Was that what she was telling him? That I was some inattentive husband? That I'd driven her into another man's arms? Makes my blood boil. Yet deep down, plants seed of doubt. Is that how she really saw me? Years of memories flash through mind. Every dinner spent in silence. Every night she worked late. Every weekend we grew apart. Around 3:15 a.m., hear faint creak of stairs. Wood groaning under weight. First thought is Olivia coming to apologize. Maybe try to salvage wreckage of our marriage. Crack bedroom door open. See her silhouette in dim light. She's in kitchen. Not coming to see me. She's on her phone, pacing back and forth in front of counter. Kitchen light casting long shadows. Curiosity takes over. Maybe it's masochism. Creep down hallway. Keep steps light as feather. Strain to hear her voice. He's losing it, she's saying. Tone low and urgent. No, I don't think he'll do anything drastic. But he's definitely pissed. Pause while other person speaks. No, he doesn't know about that. Feel chest tighten. What else is there? How many more secrets? Edge closer to doorway. Hold breath. Crouch in shadows. Her voice drops to near whisper. Look, I'll handle it. Just don't text me again until I say it's safe. He's watching everything now. She ends call. Sets phone on counter. Stares at it for long moment. Like she's waiting for something. Then turns to fridge. Slip back down hallway. Into shadows. Mind racing at light speed. Who was she talking to? Kevin? Someone else? What don't I know about? How deep does this rabbit hole go? When she finally comes upstairs, disappears into guest room. Grab my phone. Open Kevin's messages again. Fingers hover over keyboard. Debate whether to contact him. Hate thought of reaching out. To man who helped destroy my marriage. But if Olivia's hiding something big, need to know. Truth matters more than pride now. Type message. There's more, isn't there? Tell me everything. Response comes almost instantly, like he was waiting. What do you mean? I heard her on phone. She said I didn't know about that. What the hell is that? Watch typing bubbles appear, disappear, reappear again. When reply finally comes, sends chill down spine. I thought she told you? She's been seeing someone else too. Not just me. World stops spinning for moment. Can't breathe. Can't think. For moment can't move. Hands trembling as stare at screen. Read message over and over. Who? Type back. Kevin's reply almost apologetic. Don't know his name. She mentioned him couple times. Said he's older, married. She joked he was low maintenance. Each word, another nail in coffin of marriage. Feel sick to stomach. Room seems to tilt sideways. Reality of Olivia's betrayal sinks deeper. This isn't just affair. It's pattern. Calculated game. She's been playing right under my nose. Woman I thought I knew. Has burned our life to ground. Hasn't even stopped to look at ashes. First rays of sunlight creep through blinds. Golden light feels like mockery. Know one thing for sure. Can't stay passive anymore. If Olivia wants to play games, make damn sure she learns who she's dealing with. Time to flip script. No more being victim. Next morning, she acts like nothing happened. Comes out of guest room, wearing usual icy calm, sipping coffee from her favorite mug, the one I got her in Aspen, like she hasn't ripped my life apart. Less than 12 hours ago. Morning, she says flatly. Doesn't even look at me. Watch her move around kitchen, scrolling on phone like it's just another day. She doesn't even flinch. When slam my mug onto counter. Sleep well? Ask with pure sarcasm. She glances at me, expression neutral as blank canvas. As well as I could. Given the drama you caused last night. Laugh comes out, short and humorless. Drama I caused? That's rich coming from you. Olivia sighs like I'm exhausting her. Like I'm unreasonable child. Thomas, we've been over this. I told you I'll end things with Kevin. Let's just move on, okay? Her dismissiveness ignites something in me. Lean in close. Lower voice to dangerous whisper. Oh, we're moving on all right. But not the way you think. Her eyes flicker with something, fear maybe, or just annoyance. What's that supposed to mean? Don't answer. Instead, grab keys. Leave without another word. Let her stew in uncertainty. Don't have plan yet, but know one thing. If Olivia thinks she can control narrative, she's dead wrong. She's underestimated me. That was her first mistake. Second mistake was leaving trail. Digital breadcrumbs of betrayal. Spend next few hours going through everything. Every piece of digital evidence, old messages, photos, receipts, anything that might fill in blanks of her deception. Doesn't take long to piece together timeline. Picture that emerges is worse than imagined. Olivia hasn't just been careless. She's been reckless, like she wanted to get caught. Messages from Kevin going back months, full of inside jokes, thinly veiled references to their meetings. But there are gaps. Conversations clearly deleted. Then find emails. Almost missed them, buried under work folder. On our shared laptop, she thought she was clever. There they are. Exchanges with someone named Andrew. Short cryptic notes. Don't outright scream affair, but hint at something more. Olivia, let's meet at usual spot. Same time as last week. Andrew. Looking forward to it. Your highlight of my week. Sinking feeling settles in gut. Like swallowing ice. Kevin was telling truth. There is someone else. But who is Andrew? Need to know everything. Decide to find out. Doesn't take much digging. Quick reverse search of email address. Leads to LinkedIn profile. There he is, Andrew Hamilton. Senior VP at company Olivia's firm works with. Married. 3 kids. Perfect family man image. Makes it even more disgusting. Stare at his picture for long moment. Mind racing with possibilities. Olivia has no idea I know about him. That gives me advantage. Can feel pieces falling into place. Anger inside sharpening. Becoming something colder. More focused. Time to make my move. Start with Kevin. If he was blindsided by Olivia's lies. Might be willing to help. Send quick message. If you want to get back at her, I have plan. Call me. He responds almost immediately. What are you thinking? We speak for 20 minutes. By end of call. Have everything I need? Kevin isn't just willing. He's eager to burn Olivia's world down. Perfect ally in this war. Next draft email to Andrew. Nothing too direct. Just enough to let him know. I'm not bluffing. Subject. We need to talk. Body. Andrew. I know about you and Olivia. Have proof. Meet me at Blue Harbor Cafe, Friday at 10 a.m. Or I'll share what I know with your wife. Stare at screen, finger hovering over send button, heart pounding like drum. Don't hesitate. Hit send. No turning back now. This isn't just about revenge anymore. About reclaiming control, making Olivia face consequences. She thought she could manipulate everyone, that she could walk away unscathed. About to learn hard way. Actions have consequences. Won't stop until she feels every single one. Friday feels like eternity away. Spend next 2 days pretending everything's fine. Act like confrontation with Olivia hasn't left me reeling. Like world hasn't shattered. Can feel her watching me. Trying to gauge my mood. Give her nothing. Blank face, empty responses. If she wants to keep playing games, she can. About to end them all. Friday morning finally arrives. Leave house early. Tell Olivia have work meeting. She doesn't even ask where or when, just mutters something non-committal. Still scrolling through phone. Probably texting one of her lovers. Half expect her to call someone. Moment I'm outdoor. Don't care anymore. Focus is on Andrew now. Blue Harbor Cafe is quiet when arrive. Hum of espresso machines. Soft jazz playing over speakers. Feels surreal like movie scene. Choose corner table. Back to wall. Wait and watch. At 9:57 he walks in. Andrew is taller than expected. Graying hair. Expensive suit. Kind of confident stride. You'd expect from someone who spends life in boardrooms. Probably thinks he owns every room he enters. He scans cafe. Moment his eyes land on me. See unease settle in. Approaches cautiously, holding to-go cup. Clearly doesn't plan to stay long. You're Thomas? He asks. Voice low, controlled. Nod. Gesture for him to sit. He hesitates, then lowers himself into chair across from me. What is this about? Asks question. Though tension in voice, shows he already knows. Slide phone across table. Screen lit up with Olivia's emails. His eyes flick to it. Expression tightens like noose. Olivia, say evenly. My wife? You've been seeing her. Andrew's jaw clenches. For a moment looks ready to deny everything. Then exhales sharply. Leans back in chair. Defeated before battle begins. I don't know what she's told you, but I don't care what she told you. Interrupt. I care about truth. And right now, you're going to give it to me. Andrew rubs temples, like trying to massage away headache. Finally leans forward. Voice drops to near whisper. It's not what you think. It wasn't serious. Just casual. Word makes blood boil. Casual? Repeat. Voice laced with disgust, like poison on tongue. He looks away. Can't face me. It's over now, all right? Ended weeks ago? Funny, say. Lean in closer. Because she was still emailing you last week. Want to try that again? Andrew's face goes pale, like seen ghost. For first time, he looks genuinely panicked. I didn't ask for this, says quickly. She came on to me, made it clear from start. She wasn't looking for anything serious. His attempt to paint himself as victim only fuels anger more. She's married, Andrew. And so are you. How hell did you think this would end? He starts. Then stops. Hands curl into fists on table. I made mistake, all right. But you have to understand. Olivia isn't who you think she is. That stops me cold? Like hit pause on movie. What hell is that supposed to mean? Andrew hesitates, then lowers voice even further. She's manipulative. Knows exactly what to say. To get what she wants? I'm not only one. You know. Kevin, me. There are others. Feel stomach turn inside out. Force myself to stay calm. Others? How many? I don't know, Andrew admits. But she bragged about it once. Said it was fun to see how far she could push people. Words hit like punch to gut. Olivia isn't just cheating. Playing some kind of twisted game. Take deep breath. Force focus. You're going to tell your wife. Voice cold and steady. Andrew's eyes widen. What? No. You can't. Oh, I can. Cut him off. And I will. If you don't. She deserves to know truth. Just like I did. You have until tonight. He looks ready to argue. Something in my expression stops him. Must see I'm not bluffing. Nods reluctantly. Shoulders slump in defeat as he stands to leave. Add one final warning. If you try to spin this, or if you go near Olivia again, I'll make sure everyone knows. Exactly what you've been up to. Understand? Andrew nods again. Hurries out of coffee shop. Like buildings on fire. Leaves coffee untouched on table. Stay behind. Let adrenaline drain from body. Stare at empty chair across from me. For first time in weeks. Feel like have some control again. But this isn't over. Olivia still has no idea what's coming. Intend to keep it that way. If she wants to play dirty, can play dirtier. When get home, house eerily quiet, like calm before storm. Olivia isn't in kitchen or living room. Her car's in driveway though. Know she's around. Go upstairs. Find her sitting in guest room, staring at phone, like she's waiting for something or someone. Busy day? Ask. Lean against doorframe. She glances up. Expression unreadable, like looking at stranger's face. What do you want, Thomas? Step into room. Close door behind me. Want the truth, Olivia? All of it. No more lies. Her mouth twitches, like fighting back smirk. I already told you everything. You just can't handle it. Oh, you told me about Kevin, say. Voice calm despite storm inside. But you forgot to mention Andrew? And the others? Her face freezes. Color drains from cheeks. Like watching statue come to life. For a moment think she'll deny it. Then she laughs. Short, bitter sound. Andrew, huh? Guess he couldn't keep his mouth shut. She says, shaking head. Neither could Kevin, reply. Seems like you've been keeping yourself. Pretty busy. Olivia stands up, folds arms across chest. Defensive posture. What do you want me to say, Thomas? That I'm sorry? That I regret it? Because I don't... Her words hit like slap. But don't flinch. You don't regret destroying our marriage? Marriage, she scoffs. Take step closer. Let's not pretend we had fairy tale romance. You've been checked out for years, Thomas. You just didn't notice because you were too busy pretending. Everything was fine. Her deflection almost laughable now. So that's your excuse? You didn't feel adored. So decided to sleep with every guy? Who gave you attention? Call it whatever you want, she snaps. But at least they made me feel alive. Stare at her. Weight of her words, settling in chest like stone. She isn't just unapologetic. She's reveling in betrayal, twisting knife deeper with every sentence. You're unbelievable, say quietly. You think you can just do whatever you want? And there won't be consequences? Her smirk returns, colder this time, like ice in December. What are you going to do, Thomas? Cry to your friends? Hire a lawyer? Go ahead. But don't forget, you're no saint either. What hell is that supposed to mean? Demand answer, voice shaking with rage. Olivia's eyes glint, something almost predatory. You think I didn't notice? How close you were getting. To that assistant of yours? What was her name, Claire? My jaw tightens. Don't even try that. Claire and I never... Oh, please, interrupts. Rolls eyes dramatically. You didn't have to... Way she looked at you was enough. But hey, maybe now you can give her call. I'm sure she'd love to comfort you. Words dripping with venom. Her words meant to provoke, but refuse to take bait. You're deflecting, say evenly. You know you're caught. And you can't stand it. Olivia tilts head to side, smirk widening like cruel knife. Maybe, she says. Or maybe I just don't care anymore. Take step back, let out slow breath. You don't care now, say. But you will, she frowns. First crack in armor appears. What's that supposed to mean? You'll find out soon enough. Turn toward door. Thomas, she starts. Don't stop. Leave room. Shut door behind me. Before she can say another word, walk downstairs. Pull out phone. Andrew hasn't texted back yet. But Kevin has. Message from few hours earlier. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm in. Type quick response. Thanks, we'll talk soon. Not done with Olivia. Not by long shot. She wants to act untouchable, like she can walk away unscathed. But she's wrong. Have plan. She won't see it coming until too late, like tsunami approaching shore. Olivia thinks she's won, clear from smugness as she walks around house next day, humming while tidying up, like nothing happened. All an act though, her confidence isn't real. Not because she feels untouchable, but because thinks still holds all cards. She's wrong about that too. Spend day working behind scenes, pulling together final pieces of my plan, like chess player setting up board. First call Kevin. Ready to follow through? Ask as soon as he picks up. Yeah, he says. Voice tense, but determination clear. What do you need me to do? Explain plan in detail. Lay out exactly what need from him. Kevin doesn't hesitate. By end of call, we have clear strategy. Another piece falls into place. Next, reach out to Andrew's wife. Not easy finding her contact info. Like digital detective work. Little digging leads to Facebook. Her profile private, but name enough to cross-reference. With Andrew's LinkedIn, leads to her work email. Perfect digital trail. Type out short direct message. Keep it simple but clear. Subject, something you should know. Body, hi. Sorry to contact you like this, but believe you need to know. Your husband, Andrew, has been having an affair with my wife, Olivia. Have proof. Can send it if you'd like. Please let me know if you want to discuss this further. Stare at screen for long moment before hitting send. Hands shaking, not from nerves. From anger at Olivia. At Andrew, at entire web of lies. They've spun while we remained in dark, like spiders weaving toxic web. Hour later, she responds, message simple. Please send me the proof. Don't hesitate. Forward her emails. Between Olivia and Andrew, along with screenshots, Kevin sent about other men. Each piece of evidence another nail in coffin. By time finished. Feel grim satisfaction. Olivia's carefully constructed house of cards. About to collapse. Can almost hear it crumbling. But not done yet. Final step involves Olivia herself. She still doesn't know, been digging deeper, or reached out to Andrew's wife. She's oblivious, floating through her day, as if she's untouchable. Pride before fall. That evening casually mention, we need to talk. About what? She asks. Barely looking up from phone. Us, say. Everything. Olivia raises eyebrow. Smirk returns to face. What's there to talk about, Thomas? Already told you I'm done with Kevin. Isn't that what you wanted? Her arrogance is stunning. You think this is just about Kevin? Ask with deadly calm. You really don't get it, do you? She leans back in chair, crosses arms, classic defensive pose. Okay, enlighten me. Pull out phone. Place it on table between us. Let me show you something. Her eyes flick to screen. For first time, see flicker of uncertainty. What is this? She asks. Tone sharper now. This, say. Pull up messages and emails. Is truth? About Kevin? About Andrew? About all other men? You've been lying to me about... Olivia's face goes pale, but quickly masks it with scoff. You've been snooping through my stuff again? Don't deflect, say. Voice like steel. You've been lying to me. To Andrew's wife. To everyone. And now they're all going to know truth. Her smirk falters. What did you do, Thomas? I reached out to her, say. Lean in closer. Andrew's wife. She knows everything now. And she's not happy? Olivia shoots to feet. Panic flashes across face. You had no right. I had every right, snap back. Cut her off mid-sentence. You dragged me into this mess. You betrayed me. And now you're going to face consequences. For first time, Olivia speechless. Her confidence crumbles. Replaced by fear and anger. You don't know what you've done, she says. Voice trembling. You've ruined everything. No, Olivia, say. Standing up. You ruined everything. I'm just making sure everyone sees it. Walk out of room. Feel her eyes on me. Burning with fury. Don't care anymore. Trap is set. All I have to do is wait. Like Hunter watching snare. Olivia stays holed up in guest room that night. Pacing and muttering under breath. Can hear frantic buzz of her phone. Her panicked voice cutting through walls. She's trying to control damage. But it's too late. House feels like pressure cooker. By morning, fallout begins. First text comes from Kevin. Andrew's wife is furious. Just called him out. In front of whole office. Smirk at message. Andrew deserves every ounce of humiliation. If thought he could sneak around. With my wife, escape unscathed. He was sorely mistaken. Justice tastes sweet. Not long after, another message pops up. This time from Andrew's wife. Thank you for telling me. He admitted everything. Already contacted lawyer. Good. One less liar. Skating through life unchecked. Another domino falls. Real fireworks start mid-morning. In kitchen drinking coffee, scrolling through emails. When Olivia comes storming downstairs, phone clutched in hand like weapon. What the hell did you do, Thomas? She shouts, voice trembling with rage. Don't even look up. What I had to... She slams phone onto table, face twisted with fury. Andrew's wife just called me. She knows everything. She's threatening to tell my boss. Do you have any idea what that could do to my career? Meet her gaze, unfazed by her outburst. Should have thought about that. Before you slept with your coworkers, her hands curl into fists, eyes blazing with rage. You had no right to go behind my back like this. Stand up, set coffee cup down deliberately. Behind your back? That's rich coming from you? You've been lying to me, cheating on me, and humiliating me for months. Did you think I'd just sit here and take it? Olivia takes step closer. Voice drops to venomous whisper. You don't get it, Thomas. You think you've won? But you haven't. You're just as guilty as I am. Raise eyebrow. Guilty of what? Being faithful? Being one who tried to hold this marriage together while you tore it apart? No, she snaps. Guilty of being coward. Instead of facing me, you ran to everyone else, airing our dirty laundry like vindictive child. Words meant to wound. Her words sting, but refuse to let her twist this around. Don't mistake my actions for cowardice, say coldly. This isn't about revenge. It's about justice. And if you don't like how it feels, maybe should have thought twice. Before betraying everyone who trusted you, Olivia stares at me, breathing uneven, hands trembling at sides, like bomb about to explode, for a moment. Think she might break down, but then she straightens, expression hardening like concrete. You think you're so righteous? She says, voice low and dangerous. But you're not. You're just as broken as I am, Thomas. And you always have been. Her words land like punches, but refuse to let them faze me. Maybe I am, say calmly. But at least I don't drag. Everyone else down with me. She grabs her phone, storms out of kitchen, like hurricane leaving devastation, slams front door behind her. For first time in weeks, feel sense of peace settle over me. Lies are unraveling, masks coming off, Olivia finally being forced to face mess she created, but deep down, no, this isn't over. Olivia isn't type to walk away quietly. She'll try to claw her way out. When she does, I'll be ready. This is war. Not backing down. Ready for whatever comes next. Olivia doesn't come home that night. Empty driveway. Silence in house. Like physical weight pressing down. Not surprised. If I were her, would want to disappear too. But Olivia isn't one to accept defeat. Won't vanish without trying. To twist situation in her favor? She's too proud for that. Around midnight, phone buzzes. It's Kevin. She's at his place. Andrew's been there for hours. Feels surge of anger, but isn't unexpected. Olivia predictable in her toxic way. She's running to Andrew, likely hoping he'll help clean up mess, or at least give her place to hide. But thing about people like Olivia, they don't realize when game is already over. Too blind to see they've lost. Next morning, wake to another message. This time from Andrew's wife. Just thought you should know. Olivia showed up here last night, trying to talk to Andrew. I told her to leave, but she wouldn't. It got heated. Her desperation showing. Me, heated how? Her response immediate. She accused me of ruining her life. Started screaming in our driveway. Neighbors called cops. She's lucky they didn't arrest her. Justice is sweet but messy. Can't help but laugh bitterly. Olivia's mask slipping faster than expected. Cool calculating woman. Who thought could control everything? Is unraveling. Everyone seeing her for who she really is. Later that day, Olivia finally comes home. Walks through door. Strange mix of defiance and desperation in her eyes. Phone clutched tightly in hand. Knuckles white from gripping it. Nice of you to come back? Say without hiding sarcasm. She ignores me. Sets phone on counter. Pours herself glass of water. Hands shaking slightly. Watch her every move. Waiting for inevitable explosion. Doesn't take long. You've ruined my life, she says suddenly. Voice shaking with anger. Lean against doorway. Cross arms. No, Olivia. You ruined your life. I just made sure everyone knew. Knew the truth. She turns to face me, eyes blazing with fury. You had no right to drag other people into this. You dragged them in. Shot back instantly. The moment you started lying. To all of us. Ryan, Andrew, me. We didn't ask for this. You made choice to betray us. Now you're dealing with consequences. Her hands clench into fists. You think you're so clever, Thomas? But you're just as weak, as I always knew you were. Words dripping with contempt. Her words hit like slap, but don't let them show. Keep telling yourself that. See where it gets you. Olivia takes a step closer. Voice drops to dangerous whisper. You think this is over? It's not. I'll make sure you regret this. Every single thing. Stare her down. Refuse to back away. Go ahead and try. But you'll be fighting on your own. Because no one's on your side anymore. Not Kevin. Not Andrew. Not me. You burned every bridge you had. Now you're standing in ashes. For first time, her bravado cracks. Lip trembles. See flicker of something. Fear, maybe. Or realization. Reality finally hitting her. But just as quickly, she masks it with anger. You're going to regret this, she hisses. Before storming out of kitchen, let her go. Sound of retreating footsteps, echoing through house. like final nails in coffin of marriage, as much as her words sting. No, they're hollow. Olivia can try all she wants to claw way back, but walls are closing in. This time, there's no escape. For once, I'm one holding cards. Olivia doesn't retreat quietly. By next morning, her resolve to lash out grown sharper, more dangerous, like cornered animal. Wake to series of missed calls, messages from mutual friends, people haven't spoken to in weeks, suddenly rushing to fill inbox. Thomas, what's going on? Olivia's saying you've gone off rails. Hey man, Olivia called me crying last night. Said you're spreading lies about her. She told me you're trying to ruin her career. What's going on? Feel blood boil reading each message. Olivia doing what she does best, playing victim, twisting narrative, making herself look like wronged party. Her final desperate play. It's infuriating, but also tells something important. She's losing control. Respond to few messages. Keep replies calm and factual. I'm not spreading lies. Olivia has been unfaithful for months. Have proof if you need it. But prefer to keep this private. Responses vary. Some shocked, some hesitant, others simply apologetic. Clear Olivia's campaign. To smear me isn't landing, as well as she'd hoped. Truth has way of surfacing. Then comes real kicker. Email from her lawyer. Subject, cease and desist. Body, dear Thomas. My client Olivia requests that you immediately cease all communication with her acquaintances and colleagues regarding personal matters. Failure to comply may result in legal action. Read email twice. Absurdity sinking in. Can't believe her audacity. She's threatening me now. After everything she's done. Forward email to my lawyer. Add simple note. She's trying to silence me. Let's discuss. Then text Olivia directly. Got your lawyer's email. Nice try. But you don't get to hide behind legal threats when you're one who burned this marriage to ground. She responds almost immediately. I told you to stop. You're dragging my name through mud for no reason. This is harassment, Thomas. No, Olivia. It's accountability. Big difference. Words feel like victory. Stare at screen. Hands shaking with anger. Want to type 1,000 more things. Unleash all pent-up rage. Been holding back, but no better. Olivia looking for any opportunity to paint me as villain. Not about to give her satisfaction. She won't get that from me. Instead, take deep breath. Close message thread. Focus on next move. Around noon, get text from Kevin. Andrew's wife just called me. She's filing for divorce. Wants me to send her screenshots too. Small victory, but feels like step. In right direction, Olivia's lies unraveling. Faster than she can spin them. No amount of crocodile tears or legal threats will stop truth from coming out. Like avalanche gaining momentum. By late afternoon, Olivia comes home, storms through door, face mask of barely contained fury. Do you think this is game, Thomas? She snaps, slamming purse onto counter. No, say evenly. Not looking up from laptop, but clearly you do. She laughs bitterly, pacing kitchen like caged animal, heels clicking on tile floor. You've turned everyone against me. Kevin, Andrew, even our friends. Do you even care what you've done to me? Finally look up at her, stand to face her. Done to you? Are you seriously still trying to make this about you? It is about me, she shouts, voice breaking with rage. You've ruined my reputation, my career, everything. For what? Revenge? No, say, standing to face her. For truth. For respect you never gave me. For life you threw away. The second you decided you were too good for this marriage. She stares at me, chest heaving with rage. You think you're some kind of hero? Don't you? Exposing me, humiliating me, but you're no better than I am. Maybe not, admitting. Voice stays calm, but at least I can look in mirror and know I didn't betray. People who trusted me. Olivia's lips curl into sneer. You'll regret this, Thomas. I'll make sure of it. Go ahead, say. Step closer. Burn every bridge you have left. See where it gets you. Watch fire die in her eyes. For a moment, she doesn't respond, then grabs her purse. Storms out again, slams door behind her. Watch her go through window. Feel strange mix of emotions. Anger. Sadness. Something hadn't felt in weeks. Clarity. Weight lifting from shoulders. Olivia made her choice, now facing consequences. For first time realized something, don't care what she does next. This isn't my burden anymore. It's hers. Finally feel free. Olivia's threats don't scare me. By now they're predictable. Hollow echoes of crumbling power. But not naive enough. To think she'll stop trying. To claw way back into control. Next morning, get call from Kevin. His voice sharp, almost panicked. She's trying to flip narrative. She's telling people, you were one cheating, that you've been abusive. Word makes stomach turn. Freeze for moment. Audacity of her accusations. Hitting like physical blow. Then bitter laugh escapes. Abusive? That's her angle now? Kevin sighs heavily. Yeah, she called me last night, begging me to back her up. Said if I didn't, she'd tell everyone. I forced her into relationship. Blackmail or something. Unbelievable, mutter. Olivia isn't just desperate. She's reckless now, throwing accusations like knives, hoping one will land. She's lost all control. She's losing it, man, Kevin says. But if she's willing to lie about this, who knows what else she'll try? Clenched jaw tight, familiar anger bubbling back. Let her try. I've got more than enough proof. To bury her lies, we hang up shortly after. Spend next hour gathering everything. All evidence I have, texts, emails, screenshots Kevin sent, even recorded conversations, saved during our confrontations, like building case file, not planning to go nuclear, unless have to. But if Olivia wants to play dirty, I'll be ready by mid-afternoon. Door slams open. Olivia walks in, hair disheveled, makeup smeared. Looks like hasn't slept in days, eyes wild and unfocused. You've pushed this too far, Thomas. Her voice trembling with fury. Stay seated at dining table. Laptop open in front of me. You're one who pushed too far, Olivia. I'm just making sure people see you for who you really are. Her eyes dart to laptop. Then back to me. What are you doing now? Writing another sob story? For our friends? Telling them how poor innocent Thomas was wronged by big bad wife? No, say. Lean back in chair. I'm making sure when you try to smear me, like you've already started doing, there's record of truth. Olivia laughs bitterly, pacing back and forth, like caged animal. You're pathetic, you know that? Sitting here playing victim, acting like this is all my fault. It is your fault. Say voice cold as ice. You lied. You cheated. Now you're blaming me for exposing it. Grow up, Olivia. Her pacing stops suddenly, turns to face me, eyes blazing with hatred. You want to play games, Thomas? Fine, let's play. You think people are on your side now? But wait until I tell them what you're really like. And what am I really like? Ask while standing, meeting her glare. Olivia's lips curl into sneer. Insecure, a workaholic, who barely paid attention to me. And once I'm done with you, no one will believe you ever were. Each word drips with venom. Her words sting deep, but refuse to let her see it. Instead, step closer, voice steady as steel. Do whatever you want, Olivia. Tell whatever story. You need to make yourself feel better. But remember this, truth always comes out. And when it does, you'll be standing alone. Her sneer falters, just for a moment, crack in perfect mask, then grabs her phone, storms out again, slams door so hard, rattles windows and frames. Watch her car speed away. Tires screeching on pavement. Feel odd sense of relief. For weeks been consumed by her lies, her manipulations, her relentless attempts to control narrative, but now realize something important. Don't need to fight her anymore. She's destroying herself. Watching her own world implode. Sit back down at table. Open laptop again. Screen displays finalized message. One been debating whether to send. Fingers hovering over keyboard. Message addressed to close friends and family. Detailing everything that happened. The facts. The evidence, the truth, nothing vindictive, nothing exaggerated, just cold, hard reality of what Olivia has done. Finger hovers over send button, heart pounding in chest, not doing this for revenge, doing it to clear air, to protect myself from her lies, to finally close this chapter of my life. Take deep breath, click send, like launching missile. It's done. Message sent. Sit back in chair and wait. Haven't just told truth, handed it to everyone who matters. All at once, Olivia can spin her lies to few people, but no way she'll outmaneuver. Facts I've laid out. Truth is ultimate weapon. Doesn't take long for responses to start pouring in. Thomas, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. You've been dealing with this. This must have been so hard to share. If you need anything, let me know. Wow, I always thought Olivia was a little intense, but didn't realize she was capable of something like this. Relief overwhelming. For first time in weeks. Feel like not alone. Like people finally understand what been going through. weight lifting from shoulders. Then bombshell drops. One of Olivia's coworkers, someone barely know, messages me privately, "Thomas, I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. I thought you should know. Olivia had reputation at work. You're not first person. She's hurt." Feel stomach drop. Freeze staring at message. Hands trembling as type response. "What do you mean?" Reply comes quickly. There were rumors about her and another manager, couple years ago, and client before that. I didn't want to believe them at time, but seeing your message, it all makes sense now. Each word like knife twist. Feel sick to core. Room seems to tilt sideways as reality of Olivia's betrayal sinks in deeper. This wasn't just affair, not midlife crisis. It was pattern, something she'd been doing long before ever suspected. Years of deception unfolding, still processing this. When Olivia comes home, slams door behind her, storms into living room, face flushed with rage. "What hell is wrong with you, Thomas?" I set phone down, meet her glare. "What now?" "Don't play dumb," she spits. "You sent that message? Didn't you?" "To everyone." "Don't bother denying it. They deserve to know truth." She glares at me, chest rising and falling, like she's been running. "Do you have any idea what you've just done?" "Oh, I have every idea." Step forward. "You're mad because I exposed your affairs, aren't you? What did you think? You'd keep playing house with me while sneaking around with them?" Her hands tremble, but voice stays venomous. "You think sending some petty message makes you look good? Airing our dirty laundry like some scorned ex? You're pathetic." I step closer, voice calm but firm. "You can call me whatever you want. I don't care anymore. This isn't about you or me. It's about truth. And truth is, you've been lying to everyone. Not just me. Now they know. Deal with it." Watch color drain from her face. Her eyes flash with something other than anger, fear. "You don't understand," she says, voice softer now. "I could lose everything, Thomas. My job, my reputation, everything I've worked for. Maybe should have thought about that." Say coldly. "Before you started tearing everything apart?" Her lips part, like wants to argue, but no words come out. Instead turns to door, shoulders slumping in defeat. "You'll regret this," mutters under breath, more to herself than me, before walking out again. Door closes. For first time, don't feel usual knot of tension. In chest, like weight finally lifting. Instead feel strange, unfamiliar calm. Olivia spiraling now. Nothing I can do to stop it, but not responsible for her downfall. She lit fire herself, now choking on smoke. Justice serving itself. Pick up phone again. Scroll through messages from friends and family. One in particular stands out. Simple text from my sister. "Proud of you for standing up for yourself. Let me know when ready to start fresh." For first time in weeks, smile appears. Real smile. First genuine one in months. Olivia's chaos no longer defines my life. Time to start thinking about what comes next. Days that follow feel surreal. Olivia's presence in my life, unraveling thread by thread. She comes home late every night, avoiding eye contact, footsteps heavy with defeat. We barely speak. When we do, conversations brief. Bitter exchanges, leading nowhere, like talking to stranger. Clear she's losing grip, not just on me, but on carefully curated image she built for herself. Friends who once believed her excuses, now reaching out to me, apologizing for not seeing truth sooner. Andrew's wife filed for divorce. Kevin cut all ties with Olivia. She's running out of allies, starting to show. Like watching House of Cards collapse. Then comes final blow. Late evening knock at doors startles me. Not expecting anyone. Olivia isn't home yet. Clock shows 9:45 p.m. Open door? Find Andrew's wife standing there. Hope I'm not intruding. Her tone sharp but polite. Not at all. Step aside. Come in. She doesn't waste time. Once seated in living room, pulls out folder, sets it on coffee table between us. Thought you should see this. Inside are copies, emails, invoices. What looks like client complaint, all tied to Olivia. As skim through them, picture becomes clear. She's been using position at work to cover up affairs, booking client meetings, that never happened, charging expenses, nothing to do with work. This isn't just unethical, it's criminal. Each page more damning than last. Stare at papers, mix of anger and disbelief. Swirling inside me. Olivia's betrayal wasn't just personal. She'd put career, colleagues, even company at risk. all to fuel selfish desires. What do you want me to do with this? Ask quietly. Andrew's wife smiles faintly, though no humor in it. Already forwarding this to her employer. But thought you deserved to know. Before it all comes crashing down, nod slowly. Mind racing at light speed. This isn't just end of our marriage. It's end of life Olivia built on lies. Everything crumbling at once. After she leaves, sit in quiet house, staring at folder. Part of me feels vindicated. Another part just feels tired. Olivia spent years manipulating and deceiving. Now it's all catching up. Karma finally arriving. When Olivia finally comes home that night, I'm waiting for her. What now? She asks, dropping bag by door. Doesn't know storm coming. Hold up folder. Do you know what this is? Her face goes pale. Walks closer. Snatches folder from hands. Flips through it. Eyes widening with every page. Where did you get this? Demands answer. Voice shaking. Andrew's wife. Say simply, she's already sent it. To your boss. Olivia's hands tremble. As close as folder, for first time, she looks genuinely afraid. Thomas, you have to help me. Please. Laugh bitterly. Shake head in disbelief. Help you? You? After everything you've done? I made mistakes, she says. Voice breaking. But you don't understand. They'll fire me. My career will be over. Stand up. Stare her down. And what about everything you destroyed? Our marriage? The trust people had in you? Life we built together? You didn't care about any of that. But now you want me to save you? Voice trembling with rage. Tears well up in her eyes. But don't feel sympathy. Not anymore. This is your mess. Say firmly. You clean it up. I'm done. Olivia collapses onto couch, face buried in hands. For first time, she doesn't have snarky comeback. No manipulative retort. She's defeated. Finally broken. Walk out of room, feeling strange sense of closure. This isn't way wanted things to end, but only way they could. Justice finally served. Next morning, call my lawyer. Start divorce process. Not easy. Untangling our lives, our finances, our memories is painful, but every step feels like reclaiming piece of myself, one that Olivia had stolen. During years of lies and betrayal, taking back control, weeks later, as sign final papers, feel weight lift off shoulders. Not angry anymore, not bitter, just free. Olivia's name no longer. Storm cloud hanging over life. She made her choices, now living with consequences. As for me, not looking back. Time to move forward, time to rebuild. Time to live for myself again. Finally seeing clear sky ahead.